Here are 3 ETFs that will give you exposure into the space sector. Now, as SpaceX IPO quickly approaches, the anticipation's building up, the momentum in the sector is heating up. You're probably seeing it on social networks, media outlets. And for my conservative investors, I wanted to give y'all a couple options if you're not wanting to pick individual stocks in the sector. Now, that said, you can go the ETF route. If you don't know what an ETF is, look it up. No, I'm just it's a bundle of stocks in a group or a fund, if you will. That way you get exposure to multiple companies without exposing yourself to too much risk, too much downside, or too much upside. So that said, here are 3 ETFs that you should check out before the SpaceX IPO, or even after, but probably before. We have UFO, hence the name. Obviously, I love how the tickers are. You know, I'm a ticker dude, all right? Like, I love a good ticker. Oftentimes, I'll create tickers for my own life situations, but you got UFO, hence space, UFO, NASA, NASA, hence NASA, the company, the space company. And then we have lastly, Mars, MARS. So these 3 ETFs should be able to satisfy your curiosity and get you some exposure into the space sector. Now, that said, something I often like to do when it comes to ETFs, if you're curious, and maybe some of you are already aware of this and some of you aren't, but checking the top 10 holdings that are within that ETF. That way you can also compare and contrast to know, hey, this ETF has these top holdings and what their allocation percentage is versus this ETF. What I like to do is go to Yahoo Finance. On Yahoo Finance, scroll down after you type in the ticker, and then check the holdings tab. You'll see it right here. So in doing that, I now can see what top 10 companies are in this fund. Also, what is the percentage of allocation of said company. That way I can determine what's the weighted amount. Maybe I want more exposure to Planet Labs and less to Astro, or maybe I want more exposure to Rocket Labs and Lunar and less to Planet. So either way, figure out what's best for your investor identity. And if you want exposure into the space sector, here's a great way to do that.